Hey YouTube, I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you're a copywriter and like your sole purpose, your goal is to get as many clients as you can and as many good clients as you can. Now, emphasis on the good clients. I'll explain why. The biggest mistakes that I see copywriters making, and it honestly infuriates me, is the fact that they try and use weird and different ways of getting clients that's outside of the it's besides the only method of actually getting clients. If you're a freelance copywriter, the only way you should or not the only way, but the most vital thing you need to do, the most important thing you need to do every day is outreach, because that's how you get clients, cold outreach. That is the name of the game. Since the beginning of copywriting as freelancing, that was the game. That was it. You have to do outreach. I see a lot of people that instead of playing that game, they just try to shortcut and get away from it with things like Fiverr, Upwork, basically lowballing the competition by being okay, I'm gonna write I'm gonna offer people to write them emails and shit for $5 per email, which is stupidly low. I charge now it's around $80 per email. Well, I don't charge it like that, but if you were to break it down per email, it would be that much, and that's still low. So they either do that, they go on Fiverr, Upwork, or any other freelance site to get jobs, the quick buck, without actually putting in the effort. And then another thing they do is they post on job boards, they apply for gigs on Facebook groups and all that. And that's honestly the worst thing you can do as a copywriter. Your freelance copywriting career is a business, all right? And framing is everything, as you have probably heard before. Now, what they didn't tell you is that if you go and apply for gigs or job boards, or go on Fiverr and Upwork and offer your services for very low prices, that puts you in a bad frame, because businesses, you will not put them into a heavy problem state or show them that that they need your help to fix something, and then they'll just come to you, just go to them and they will qualify you. If you have ever applied for a gig on Fiverr, Upwork most importantly, or any Facebook group, you have probably filled out some questions, done some went through some qualification process in order to get to the point where you go for an interview or whatever, a normal job. That is a very bad frame, because you're competing with other copywriters, and you're basically competing based on the results that you've gotten or the experience that you have. And if you have no fucking experience, then there's no way you're ever gonna get a client. Or even if you do get a client, the framing is gonna be so bad that they're probably gonna make you work for a few bucks and do all the heavy lifting. And that's not good for you. That's not good. You don't come into this game in order to get paid little and work a lot. It's the other way around. And the only way to actually do that is by doing cold outreach. Now, a lot of people will tell you that you need to do personal branding because people need to know who you are. That is not true at all. Up until this point, now that I'm making this YouTube channel, which is a month now, I haven't gotten a lot of views, so I can't call it a personal brand. But before that, nobody knew who the fuck I was. Or no one even now knows who the fuck I am. I only have 85 subscribers or anything, or something. So I still managed to get clients, a lot of those clients, without having a personal brand or building a personal brand. Being a freelance copywriter, you're in the direct response game. What does direct response mean? If you have ever written a copy, copywriting for a brand or a business or whatever, you've done direct response copywriting. You send them an email, a social media post, something, you made a piece of copy, and a lead, a prospect or something took an action right there and then. They clicked the link, they bought something, they opted in for something. That's direct response, hence the name. The same thing happens with you. You're a business and you're in the direct response game, at least in the beginning. Doing branding is not gonna help you get clients. It might like help you like get a few gigs in the here and there, but with any person that I've spoken, like copywriter that has done personal branding, they will get a few projects if they're lucky by networking, but that's not like you directly going out there to find like a client. You're just like depending on other people. Whereas with outreach, if you have a quality message and you send it to the right people, you are going after those clients. You are putting yourself out there instead of waiting for someone to be like, oh, this guy like has a cool personal brand, or he's a cool dude, let me reach out to him. You know, that doesn't work. It might work, it might have worked for some people, but the chances of you actually succeeding with it are slim to none, just because you are so beginner that having a personal brand doesn't even make sense. If anything, it makes you look stupid. Like how many like personal branding like Instagrams like of copywriters have you seen where they have like 100 or 200 followers and they're just posting about copywriting, and it's the most basic thing ever that gets no views, that gets like no likes. That's actually worse. Like the personal branding you need to have is you and just doing what you like, nothing else. Not talking about marketing, not talking about copywriting, because like, especially if you're a beginner, they can feel it. Like business owners can feel it. And so if they go on your Instagram and they see that you speak about those things, they're gonna feel like, okay, this guy has no clients. This guy has no clients. And you don't have to trust me, you just have to go and do it. And if you have already done personal branding, you can see that you probably know that nothing has come out of it. Whereas if you focus on cold outreach, where you actually go out and you try to find clients and do it the right way, not just like blast 50 emails a day or 50 DMs a day and hope that someone will respond to you. If you actually craft a quality message and make the business understand that, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about, I need to hear him out or her out. That's how you get clients. You don't post on job boards, you don't go on Facebook groups, you don't DM people randomly, you don't build a personal brand, you don't go on Fiverr or Upwork. You just do the traditional, boring, and old-fashioned way, which is cold outreach. And it sucks, but it is the name of the game, you know? I'm sorry for being a little bit aggressive in this video, but I just like come across so many people that are like asking me like how to get clients, and I'm like, just do cold outreach, and they're just doing like personal, like all these other like things around cold outreach instead of just doing what they need to do to actually get clients. Like if you know anyone that does personal branding or like for copywriting or marketing, just legitimately like ask them like, how many clients have you gotten in the last 12 months? I bet you they've gotten less than 3 or 2 clients, most of them, unless they have like a killer personal branding and have results to back up what they're saying. With small and most beginners have never worked with anyone, so they don't have any results, you know? So if you're at this stage in your copywriting career, do the work necessary, which means do cold outreach. It's that simple. Hope you guys agree with me. Bye bye.